Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, if I got you a model that you probably remember from back in the days, from a brand that you probably remember from back in the days, that's no longer around, well, you might be in the right video. Because what we got for you right now, it's a 1/43 scale resin model Saab 9000 CDE. And no, I'm not teaching you the alphabet. That's how it was called. It really is a CD. CD was the saloon or the sedan version of the Saab 9000. Now, this model is just this. They don't really call it generation, but it's a refresh model. So it's the later years. The later years of the Saab 9000. And I love it. This was one of those models that it was super modern for when it came out. I found it very attractive. Really out of their box. No, Saab's always been out of the box. It's not a brand that everyone likes. It's not a brand that everyone appreciates them, because they were so weird, but at the same time they were so cool, and they were quite reliable if you treat them well. Obviously their parts were not the cheapest, but you know, being your well, for in the North American market, European cars usually are very expensive parts. And these are, remember, Saab always been in competition with luxury brands like Volvo and BMW and Mercedes and Audis. So it's always been in that that group of cars, you know, between the Germans and the Swedish luxury cars. But they were good looking, very attractive. If I'm not mistaken, the Saab 9000 shared the base with the Alfa Romeo 164 and the Lancia Delma. But that's one thing that we'll make sure before I confirm. Yeah, they do. They do. They have a platform with the Italian automaker Fiat, which was actually the Fiat Croma, the Lancia Delma, Alfa Romeo 164, and the Saab 9000. Alright, engine-wise, for this beautiful looking Saab 9000, let's see. By the way, if you're not familiar with the Saab 9000, they also had a hatchback model. You know, it was a bit more sportier. The hatchback, it looked more towards the sportier group. The sedan, it was more like the luxurious, you know, family of four that want to drive around in a good-looking car. This was the one. This was the one to be in. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see about engine-wise. Engine on these models, they had a 2.0, a 2.0 turbo. Had quite a few engines. Had a 2.3, a 2.3 turbo, and a 3.0. The 3.0 was actually a GM based engine. Ugh, when they say GM, my blood doesn't run as smooth as before. It's not that I don't like GMs. I like GMs, but not all GM's engines are the best. Not all of them. Some of them are great. Some of them are okay. Alright. Alright, guys. And transmission wise, they had a automatic and stick shift. These cars have the best of both worlds. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what do you guys think about his model? Do you find him good looking? I love the color, by the way. The color, it's that bright color is always a standout. And especially on these models that you want to get to see every little detail on them. Those bright colors are usually the most helpful to appreciate all that detail. By the way guys, before I forget, this is a resin model by Neo. Neo always makes good looking, great quality cars. And this is no exception to the rule. Swedish excellence. Sadly, Saab no longer around. We all know that. They've been trying to come back and forth, trying to revive the brand, and they don't really know what to do. Sometimes I heard comments in other videos from other Saab videos that I posted that rather let them rest in peace, and sometimes when they revive them, they're no longer what they used to be, which I totally understand that also. Even though this is one of the brands that should have never died, should have never had died. This is one of those brands that shamefully it died because of lack of interest in some of their owner brands that we spoke in other videos. I'm not gonna get you into it again. Alright guys, so take care of yourselves more than ever. And goodbye.